What's up, everybody? This is Tony Benson of Tony Benson's VA and More Studios. Now, I reacted to this thing. I'll scroll up for a bit. Animation films where my opinions greatly differ. He's got two sets of top 10s. The two-part, which is already on there, and go ahead and check them out. My opinions on top 10 films that he hated but everybody else loved. Now we're going to see that the ones that everybody loved, but he hated. So let's begin. And I'm already pissed. He talks about The Secret Life of Pets, saying, I have decided to put this one at the bottom of my list because I know this movie is pretty strong cult following. It's a good movie, man. Pets doing stuff when our owner's not away. Sequel was pretty good. You know, Illumination. Universal did an amazing job, man. Part of the reason what made, which I know one of the most hated, I didn't even know it was hated. Come on, why is it hated? Alright? What the fuck is wrong with you people? They made the Minions, they made Despicable Me. They made Sing, and those are some of the best movies in their animation lineup. And also Sony getting a lot of hate. What did Sony ever do? Sony had the sequel, the best sequels to Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Open Season wasn't terrible, and a lot of people may not like the entire Hotel Transylvania franchise, but who gives a damn? And Lionsgate? Lionsgate's behind the Alpha and Omega and MLP movie, which are pretty good. So, hating on these animation studios is bullshit. And he says another reason why people are comparing to some of the major... along that same year, like Zootopia, Moana, and Finding Dory. Another reason why people are saying that this is a ripoff of Toy Story. How is this a ripoff? I get it, these toys, when they're gone, they go on adventures or lost or something. These are pets living their lives outside. Maybe there's a little bit of a plot consistency, but it's not big. But to me, he says it's one of his favorite films. I'm not going to hate him on this one. Because I like it. I'm not calling out on your bullshit, PowerPup97. I'm just not. You know? The sequel was enjoyable. I don't know if there's going to be a third one. Max and Gidget are... I love Max. I love Max's brother Duke. I like Snowball. He's funny. Chloe, the fat cat, I do not like. I do not like Chloe. And Gidget is just like daydreaming and still has a crush on Max. Yeah, I'm going to avoid the sword and the stone. I didn't actually see the actual full movie. Only time I've seen it was in that YTP 2.5 Marlins or some sort of amazing YTP based off of the movie. I haven't seen the actual film as it is. He says it's one of the weaker Disney films, but I don't know. Link in the, please comment in the description. Is this worth me watching? Because I'll watch it through Disney Plus if it's worth watching, but I'm gonna go ahead and skip that. I'm also gonna go ahead and skip Arctic Dogs. I was gonna see it, but mixed reviews and stuff. He says that this movie is pretty much infamous. I know that's the same year that Toy Story 4 came out. Oh wait, no, Toy Story 4 came out the same year. Even though I don't think it was necessary. I haven't seen it. I'm sorry. This one might be short because some of these I haven't seen. So I'm just going to skip to number 7. I know I skipped, 9 and 8, but I'm going to be honest with you. If I haven't seen it, I can't really have an opinion if I haven't seen it fully. The Nut Job, I'm going to go ahead and say some stuff about this. And I won't say like Arctic Dogs, because I can't compare both of them without seeing both of them. He says this movie looks bad. How does the nut job look bad? It's a bunch of squirrels breaking into a nut store. And the sequel with Jackie Chan being a mouse. Also, you know, if you see the episode, what was from Dalmatian Street? It's the one with Dolly and Sid. And Sid's trying to break into a store for nuts, and it kind of had that nut job like plot. I can understand the main character being unlikable. Surly the purple squirrel. And Surly cannot be serious. I don't know if that's his actual name, but it probably is. Annie's pretty awesome. The raccoon was kind of a dick. In my opinion, the movie wasn't horrible by any means. True, if I had to give it a rating, I'd probably say a 7 out of 10. It wasn't complete garbage, but it was actually enjoyable for me when I saw it. And the sequel, too. He says, to be honest, it could have been a lot worse, but no. I forget what it's called, but a lot of people might think it could be similar to like they copied DreamWorks Over the Hedge, but those are completely different. I think that was a Lionsgate film, I'm not sure. Next up is Home on the Range. Home on the Range is everybody saying this is one of Disney's biggest train wrecks. Well, fuck you all to hell. Alright? The only time Disney failed was probably Chicken Little, but that wasn't 100% garbage. And Mars Needs Moms. But other than that, Disney knocks it out of the park, and Home on the Range is actually one of my favorites. Probably one of my top 25 Disney animated favorites. Many Disney fans consider the following fine around the barrel and something. I do like the 2D animation stuff. Cows have chemistry. The new cow moving in is huge. Huge. And, yeah, it's like, damn. And basically, they gotta save farms from an evil guy who literally buys out every farm because he's gotta own everything. I'm like, typical guy. And it's like, alright, cow ladies, let's go and get this guy arrested and get our farm back. I'd have to say the whole plot and stuff is amazing. This movie is not one of the longest. This is like, I think, 80 minutes? Like 80 minutes long. He says it's an underrated gem. I agree. I'm agreeing with this guy. Not Disney's strongest, but it's a pretty awesome movie. I give it an 8 out of 10. And of the people that actually consider literally hating this, because it's, even though people like it, some people hate it. Even though this is actually something where movies that he hated but everybody else loved. I gotta actually say something about The Good Dinosaur, because I thought this was a cute little animation. You know, dinosaurs thinking humans are little critters. You got this cute little green dinosaur. I thought that movie was pretty good. I don't remember it fully exactly. But I would say it, you know, a caveman and a dinosaur going on an adventure. Pretty good. This would be a 7 out of 10. And he goes on to say a bunch of stuff. Does not match perfectly with The Land Before Time or Jurassic Park for other dinosaur movies. Land Before Time is the best, you know, prehistoric animation. So, next up is Big Brother. How can people hate this? This is one of the best Disney movies. He says a lot of Disney fans consider this to be one of the worst in Disney history. And what I want to say to everybody about that is fuck you assholes. This is a guy who won't accept a love totem because people are making fun of him, turns him into a bear, and he has to learn the way of love in order to turn back into a human. So he has to learn the way of bears, kindness, and culture. Shame on everyone who hates this. He says it's well written. Yes, PowerPup97 goes on to say it was very well written and it was very heartfelt. It was. And those people that consider it to be the worst in the Disney animated franchises can literally piss off. I'm sorry. This is clearly one of the most underrated gems and clearly one of my top 10 favorites at number 5. Next up is The Star. I got nothing to say about this because I didn't want to see an animation movie about Jesus. I'm not going against religion or religious people, but why would you make a movie with the talking animals and the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus himself? Sony, what are you thinking? The Emoji Movie messed up by making emojis and it's garbage. Next thing you know, we're making an animation movie about the nativity scene and the birth of Christ. I'm not going to say any more about this because I didn't see the movie, so. Next up is Alpha and Omega. I'd have to say this is one of the amazing stuffs created by Lionsgate. This is about Omega wolves who are considered like the losers, like no one gives a shit about them. You've got the Omegas, they're like the gods, they're like the more popular. They're like the popular kid in school, and then the Omegas, they're kind of like the nerds, the losers. You got Humphrey and Kate who got to find their way back to Canada. There's that shotgun scene where there's a shotgun pointed at Humphrey and he's pissing himself. And then you got Garth who's like full of shit. And Kate has a sister on the Omega side, and the whole movie is just amazing. He said, yeah, it's worth the ticket price. Me too, man. I like the 3D. I like the whole adventure in the movie and the heartwarming story, and how the loser wolf gets with the most popular female. And he says, so a sexual message in a children's film. A lot of that have that. Where were you okay when Blue Skies did a plot like this in Rio? And what makes it any difference? He says this is unfairly overrated. This deserves more love. I loved it. I don't get why most people hate this. He says, why do so many people hate this? Because a lot of you don't understand an amazing and true love story. A lot of people would probably be like, this ripped off Balto. True, a half wolf, half dog, considered to be like, you know, out of league and stuff, falls in love with the love of her life. I feel like it kind of follows that kind of plot. PowerPup97, I know you're going to post in the comments, I'm right about Alpha and Omega literally having the love story of Humphrey and Kate be just like Balto and Jenna. It just feels like that. And then the last one is the Black Cauldron, and I'm not really going to say anything about that. I haven't seen that, but I'm going to take it back up here. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you want to do collabs, if you would like me to review, blind, commentary, reaction, both, whatever, post those videos in the comments. They can be yours, they can be your friends. If you're trying to get help, please post in the comments below. And thank you for watching.